Welcome to this Wednesday Wisdom, where we follow up on the Monday Minute, wherein this week we were talking a bit about listening. Last week we started talking about communication, and we talked about the 4 aspects. This week we're talking about the listening aspect of communication. And on Monday we started talking about how we listen when we're in a conversation. According to a quote from Winston Churchill, it takes courage to stand up and speak. It also takes courage to sit down and listen. When we listen, many times we listen, and while the words are coming in our ears, we're thinking about what we're going to say in response. Unfortunately, what happens is when we're thinking about the things that we want to say in response, we're missing half of what the other person is saying. We're not listening with integrity. We're not listening completely. We're listening defensively, or we're listening to figure out how we're going to respond. And when you can stop and pause and just listen, and then from your heart respond to what has been said, things move along so much easier because you're actually hearing what they're saying. The other day, I was playing a game with a friend, and after each time she recorded the scores, she called out what our scores were. Well, I acknowledged that she was saying it, like, okay, cool. But it didn't register in my mind what she was actually saying. So at any given point, I should have known if I was winning or not. And I had no idea because I wasn't really listening. So there's a difference between hearing words come in your ear and actually listening. And you've witnessed children do this frequently. They'll be writing or coloring or playing, and mom or dad will say something, and the response is, yeah. And sometimes they can even respond back with exactly what you said. For instance, I want you to clean up your room and then come to dinner. What did I say? Oh, you want me to clean up my room and come to dinner? But the whole time they were doing something else, they may not be able to remember exactly what you said. Even though they heard you and computed what you said, it didn't stick because they didn't think about the words. So my challenge to you this week is pay attention when you're in a conversation with someone. Do you actually listen to everything they say? Do you assume that you know what they're going to say and then stop listening and consider what you're going to say in response? Just listen, just participate in the conversation and pay attention. And then you can start working on being fully present in the moment and completely listening to their response. Now, a lot of times you will find that you are like that. You're most present and most able to listen when you're excited to be with the person that's talking, when it's somebody that's new because you don't know them and you can't anticipate what they're going to say. So for instance, this past week, I had a presentation for Aid to Great, and then right after that, I had 2 new clients. So that day, I was completely present, it felt like, in every single moment, and the day flew by. I was completely present because I had to pay complete attention in the moment to what was going on around me because I couldn't predict what was going to happen. They were unusual circumstances for me. So put yourself in some unusual circumstances where it's new and you really have to listen and pay attention. And then put yourself in a more comfortable position that you're familiar with and pay attention. Do you listen as well as you did when you had to be fully present? So some of you might be saying, well, what does this mean to be fully present? Well, fully present is when you're right here, right now, and you're not thinking about what you're going to be doing later. You're not thinking about your grocery list. You're not thinking about what happened yesterday. You're thinking about you're not even really thinking, you're participating right here, right now in what's going on around you. It's very cool to be extremely present in the moment. And like I said, when you're completely present in the moment, after moment, after moment, after moment, after moment, the moments build up and you don't even notice. It feels like you're getting so much done in a very short period of time. And then all of a sudden you look at the clock and you're like, wow, look at that. and you got a lot done, but time it flew by because you weren't wasting time thinking about other things. Anyway, that's your challenge for the week. Pay attention to how you listen, or if you're listening. And if you'd like to have further conversations about this, let me know. Reach out, send me a message, send me an email at Lori@LoriStevensLLC.com. I'd love to hear from you.